Okay, so this was another video that I had recorded once before, and unfortunately the audio didn't work on it, so we'll just go through it again. This one was about creating an enemy spawner, so making the little squirrels come out of this house or that house, I'm not entirely sure. I'll just skip through and we'll have a look. So what was I doing here? I think I was just creating the tile, yep, for the squirrels to come out. And then I think I add a new sprite here. So I duplicate that sprite, change the color of it, just play around with the opacity. This area here is the opacity. I've got two mice on the screen, so I'll try and not confuse you too much. This is sprite spawner. Yeah, so this is the spawning the enemies. The code for this is fairly simple. If you remember from the plane tutorial that we did, the top-down shooter, spawning bullets, it's the same principle. We're spawning them based on a timer. So I've created some code here in the startup event. Spawn interval equals 0. That shouldn't be 0, but we'll turn that up. I'm sure I will. Alarm 0 equals let's go back to there, 30. Not entirely sure why I used spawn interval. And then in the alarm 0 event, create a new monster when that alarm goes off. So if instance count, that should be instance number. I know I change it in a sec. So if the instance number of the object squirrel is less than a certain number, what I'm doing here is I'm just creating a variable so that I can use this spawner for nearly any object. I just need to create a duplicate of the spawner and change the monster in here. So this monster is going to equal object squirrel, object monster squirrel, I think I call it. Object enemy, no, object monster squirrel. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so object monster squirrel. That way I can just type monster in this code here. So if instance number, which I'll fix that up in a sec because it gives me an error. If instance number monster is less than 10, so maybe we can only have 10 squirrels. Create a monster at XY. And then set the alarm 0 to spawn interval times irandom range 2 to 5. And then I change that to instance number. I'm just scanning through the video a bit faster now. So I put that in the room and test it. And a monster spawned, but then it never spawns again because I never set the alarm back to anything else because I had that spawn interval set to 0, which I think was my error. Yeah, that spawn interval should, now that I'm looking at the code, spawn interval there should be set to 1 or 30 or something, because in here, if I go alarm 0 equals spawn interval times that, what I'm currently doing is saying 0 times that, which doesn't make any sense. So it should change. I'm not sure if I change it. I also, and that was really quick, similar to the teleporter video when we get up to that, because the origin of our monsters is different to the origin of the spawner, we need to just add 8 pixels to it. Okay, so we spawn it in the center of the spawner rather than in the corner of the spawner. So that's what that bit there does. And that's right. And then another one never comes back. There, I finally fixed that up. Spawn interval equals 30. And then it'll just keep spawning them, up to 10 of them. They'll walk around randomly. And then the rest of the thread video, is me just playing around with the layers to get it to look right. So that's that one done. No, nothing happens there. Yep, that's all good. So that's that video.